Welcome to another Coach's CatChat. Joe Stewart out here at Michael Book Country Club with new-ish women's co-head coach for the Linfield Golf Program, Tina Kelly. Tina, welcome to Linfield. It's a little bit delayed as you've been working with the team since the fall season, but how are you doing? And it seems like a great time out here right now with Linfield Golf.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right? We can't beat this spring in Oregon that we're having right now. The sunshine is fantastic, and we couldn't ask for better weather.
So you've been playing golf a long time. You picked up the game when you were in your early teens, and you've been a member here at Michael Book a long time, and pretty legendary when it comes to the Michael Book tournaments, I hear. But kind of an interesting path for you, not a ton of formal coaching experience, but you've worked with your daughter a lot. She's currently competing at the high school level. And how did it kind of come to be that Mitch asked you to join the team here and help run the program?
Yeah, so, golf, like you said, has been a part of my life for many years from before high school. I was fortunate enough to play through high school and even collegiately. And then, I get to be a member of this beautiful golf course that's behind us as well. And I was super fortunate that Mitch last summer just kind of approached me with the, offer of partnering with him and taking on this women's team. And it has been an unbelievable blessing for me. I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's been an experience that I didn't even know would be as wonderful as it is.
What's the kind of partnership been like as you guys have kind of split up some of the duties, but still working with both programs a little bit? But what are kind of some of the things you guys have worked on together the last 9 months, and what are some of the goals you are kind of setting for this program for the future?
I think what's really great about the way Mitch and I work together is that we have different strengths and we can bring those strengths to the team. And so that's been just phenomenal to watch and be able to partner in that form and fashion. We have the same type of philosophy when it comes to growing this team and what we really hope the team accomplishes in the future. We really just want to create this culture of competitiveness in addition to a love for the game. Like, we don't want this game to go away from these athletes when they leave college. We want it to stay with them for the rest of their lives. And golf truly is a sport that you can do that. So it's a great opportunity.
That sounds great, and you've already gotten to kind of start growing that these last 9 months with this group, and you've seen the team in action quite a bit. Obviously, the four fall tournaments and already 2 competitions under the belt for the ladies this spring. Had the West Coast Invitational down in California in February, and then, of course, this last weekend, a duel with Pacific. Overall, what are some of the things that you've liked out of on the course where this team is right now, and where are you looking for some overall improvements for the group?
I think overall improvements for this group is just remaining confident in the skills that they have. They all have great ability and talent in this game, and it's really just finding that, digging deep and finding the confidence and the resilience within themselves to keep improving and to keep growing and improve those scores from weekend to weekend as we move forward through the spring.
You got 2 seniors to lead the way for the team this year, Tori Schuler and Sasha Carey, and talking about them individually a little bit. Tori breaking 90 on average here in her senior season, a really impressive fall for her, and then was about there this last weekend as well. What do you kind of want to see out of her to close out her career on a strong note these last couple months?
Yeah, so it's really amazing to be able to watch someone finish their college career, right, and be a part of that. And for Tori, she has so much talent and she has so much heart for the game. And really for her, like I said, with all the members of the team, it's really just finding that confidence within herself and just being grounded that she can shoot those low scores. She just has to believe it enough to go out there and do it. She has all of the talent, all of the skills to do it. It's just making it happen. And I have no doubt that as we progress, we're going to see those scores get lower and lower, and she'll finish out on a high point.
Sasha Carey, one thing that kind of stood out about her first couple performances this spring is big day 2 improvements in both tournaments. In fact, shaved 10 strokes this last weekend against Pacific. What's impressed you about her and her ability to improve over the course of a weekend?
Well, I mean, it's not even improving over the course of the weekend. If we look at Sasha's career, right, from a freshman to the time as a senior now, she's probably had the most improvement of anyone on the team. And that speaks a huge testament to just her drive and her passion to improve year after year after year. I mean, you put a challenge in front of Sasha and you give her, we want you to improve by 5 strokes, and she's going to do her darndest to make sure that it happens. And just like you said, we saw that happen last weekend where she shaved 10. That's phenomenal, shaving 10 strokes from day 1 to day 2. And she has just this fire in her to make sure that she goes out shooting the lowest scores of her career as she finishes her senior year.
Your lone junior, Josie Dawitt, terrific weekend for her to lead the team with a 172 against Pacific and led the team at the Fall Classic as well as last spring as just a sophomore at the Northwest Conference Tournament. Seems like she could be poised for a big spring this year. What are your expectations for her?
Yeah, Josie has really kind of set herself up as a leader out on the course, right? She has all of the individual skills of all the pieces of the game, and just bringing them together is what's going to be most important for her. We watch her out on the course and nothing really seems to affect her. She has a really great ability to bounce back even after those tough, difficult holes where other players maybe might crumble and it takes them several holes to kind of bounce back. She can bounce back one hole after that. So it's really great. I think moving forward, she's just going to continue to step into that leadership role. And I'm really excited to see her next year as a senior, what that looks like in terms of a whole new team that she's going to have underneath her.
Just one underclassman, the freshman Sarah Pate. What's Sarah kind of brought to the team and to the course this season? And overall, what do you want young high school golfers considering Linfield to know about what they're going to be treated to here at Michael Book and coaching-wise, and what the experience will be like if they're considering Linfield?
Yeah, so Sarah just has an unbelievable energy about her, right? And she came onto this team as a lone freshman, and she kind of just brought everybody's energy up. And she has this uncanny ability to just bring everybody out of their own headspace. So, I mean, golf is a total mental game, right? And we get down on ourselves. Sarah has that ability to just bring everyone out of their head and bring them back to what is most important, and that's the joy and the love of the game that they have that brought them here in the first place. And I mean, I guess for young golfers who are considering Linfield, for starters, come to a program where you're going to be supported. And not only, again, do we want to grow you as a player and get you to a place where you're playing the best possible golf that you can, but we want to make you a good human being too. We want this to be a life lesson for you and carry you into adulthood. And again, golf is that sport that you can play for the rest of your life, and that's what ultimately we want for them.
Looking ahead to this weekend, already the third competition of the spring for the Pacific Invitational this weekend at Pumpkin Ridge. What are you hoping to see out of your squad this weekend?
Yeah, I'm just hoping for continued improvement, right? Like, we already got to play Pumpkin Ridge last weekend, so we know what the course looks like. We know what to expect going into it, and I just really want to see them take advantage of that and attack that course with a fire and a passion and show what they can do out there. These girls have untapped talent that they haven't shown these other teams that they're capable of shooting those low scores, and I'd love to see the surprise looks on their faces when they go out there and do it.
Linfield Women's Golf, a team to watch out for in the Northwest Conference this spring under the direction of new co-head coach Tina Kelly. Wildcats will be in action again this weekend at Pumpkin Ridge Golf Course in North Plains, Oregon, Saturday and Sunday, March 8th and 9th for the Pacific Invitational. Coach, thanks for the time and good luck this season.
Thanks, Joe.